This is a very important visit. Basically, the visit is all about ensuring that geopolitical alignment continues. Understanding between the two countries on trade is going to be critical. Economic agenda, focus on technology transfer is going to be critical. The issues of illegal migration, they will be discussed. So I think it's important early on, the Prime Minister meets with President Trump. It is important that at least the alignment is focused between the two countries as the two leaders meet.
Prime Minister to USA, as this will be the first visit of PM Modi to the United States since the inauguration of second presidential term of President Donald Trump.
Well, this is a very important visit. Basically, the visit is all about ensuring that geopolitical alignment continues. The understanding between the two countries on trade is going to be critical. Economic agenda, focus on technology transfer is going to be critical. And obviously, there are issues of illegal migration. They will be discussed. So I think it's important early on, the Prime Minister meets with President Trump, at least they're aligned in common objectives as they drive growth of both economies to a higher level.
Your expectation from the visit, in which sectors can we expect some announcement according to you, and will they set out a roadmap for a trade agreement?
So don't expect any major announcements, because the visit is all about the Prime Minister meeting with the incoming president, but also the vice president, his wife, and also meeting with the new cabinet. Yes, it is also about setting up expectations as to what direction you want to drive this relationship. Will they discuss trade? Absolutely, they will discuss trade. Will they agree to move forward on some kind of a trade partnership? Absolutely, they will work on that. Now, will they set certain deadlines? I don't know about that, but I think knowing Trump, he would probably ask for certain timelines to conclude some kind of a trade partnership also. So I think the visit is all about meeting, greeting, and setting expectations for the next 4 years.
How will the visit boost India-US relationship, and what would be the key outcome of the meeting, and how the industries of both the countries are looking at it?
So you have to understand that today the world is in kind of flux. The current order is being challenged both by China and also being driven by statement made by President Trump. And so you need friends who can work with you during this time of turbulence. And it is important that US-India are aligned geopolitically. They are aligned from an energy partnership perspective. They are aligned from a trade partnership. So it is important that at least the alignment is focused between the two countries as the two leaders meet. But more important, you also have around 5.5 million Indian Americans who are keen to drive this relationship to a different level in a positive manner. So I think it is important early on, Prime Minister's meeting with the President, so is the President, and all odds are he may come to India in the fall time for the Quad Summit also. So, you set the expectation now and look for outcome by the time he comes into India. So it is very important that the Prime Minister is meeting at this early stage with the new President.
I'd like to say on the issue of deportation of illegal Indian immigrants who are flown home handcuffed by the USA. How do you see it, and will there be any impact on India-US relationship?
Well, I don't think there'll be any impact. You have to understand, yes, I empathize that they should not be handcuffed and chained as they're moving, but you have to understand there's a law. And the example I like to set about is Strauss-Kahn, the IMF chief, who was arrested in New York City, and he was running for president of France. He was arrested. He was put in handcuffs. He was put in chains and had to be walked around. Why? Because that's the law. So I think if there's a law, they're following that law, and they're not making exception to anybody itself. But yes, I think the ME has made an appeal. So has others talked to it, and hopefully there'll be some empathy and sympathy towards the process. But as far as the bureaucracy goes, as far as the ICE goes, which is shipping these deportees, they have to follow by the law itself.